What secret did your partner keep that made you question everything? I found out my girlfriend had been secretly interviewing for jobs in another state. She just forgot one very important detail. We'd been together for almost 4 years. We were already looking at apartments together, talking about getting a dog and joking about who'd have to assemble all the IKEA furniture. As far as I knew, we were planning the same future. One night she asked if she could borrow my laptop because hers had died during an interview. I didn't think much of it until a notification popped up later that evening saying, "Congratulations on making it to the final round." I didn't recognize the company. The office was over 1,000 miles away. My stomach dropped. For the next hour, I convinced myself she was planning to leave without telling me. Every little thing from the past few months suddenly felt suspicious. Why she'd been taking phone calls outside, why she'd updated her resume, why she'd suddenly started asking what I thought about long-distance relationships. When she got home, I asked her about it. She looked horrified. Not because I'd found out, because she'd forgotten to tell me she'd applied. She admitted she'd only done it after a recruiter reached out on LinkedIn. She never expected to get past the first interview, then each round kept leading to another. She said she didn't bring it up because she didn't want me stressing over something that probably wasn't going to happen. I asked why she'd been researching long-distance relationships. She laughed and said, "Because if I got the job, I was going to turn it down. I just wanted to know if we even had another option before making that decision." I didn't know whether to feel relieved or annoyed. Then she showed me the draft email she'd written that afternoon, declining the offer before I ever brought it up. The funniest part was realizing I'd spent an hour mentally dividing up our furniture. Meanwhile, she'd already decided she wasn't moving anywhere without me. Sometimes the secret isn't what breaks your trust. It's the 10 terrible conclusions your brain reaches before you hear the actual explanation.